This is the second topic for the day. It's very similar to what we did last week. Last week we had a sum or difference of two univariate polynomials. Now we have a sum or difference of three. And all that's really different here is that you have three terms now, three sets of parentheses, instead of just having two. So if you remember from last week, if we had a negative in between a set of parentheses, the first set of parentheses we would just drop. We don't need those anymore. So this first polynomial here that we have, we can just put right here. We don't have to do anything to it. Now, if I've got a negative here, you might remember that that's like having a -1. So when you have a -1 out in front, what you're going to do is you're going to distribute that -1 to all of these terms. So the first term, -1 times 8x squared is -8x squared. -1 times -2x is +2x. And -1 times -9 is +9. So that's what happens with the first two. Now the third one, if you remember also from last week, that when you add polynomials together, you're basically distributing a +1 here. And if you distribute a +1, you're not really going to change anything. So 1 times -4x squared is -4x squared. 1 times -2x is -2x. 1 times 3 is 3. And now you've done the hard part, which is simplifying each polynomial. After this, all you have to do now is combine like terms. So the thing that's different about this compared to the one we did last week is that now you just have to combine three like terms. So I've got 5x squared, I've got -8x squared, and I've got -4x squared. Remember, a big mistake that a lot of people make is they forget about the signs. So you want to make sure you keep that sign attached to the 8 and that sign attached to the 4. So you add 5x squared minus 8x squared minus 4x squared. 5 minus 8 minus 4 is -7. So that would be -7x squared. We have three terms that have x's in them. So I got a -2x, I got a +2x, and I got another -2x. So that, these two basically cancel each other out. -2x and +2x just cancel, and you're just left with that last one, which is -2x. The last set of terms you have here are these three. You've got 3, 9, and 3, and they're all positive. So if they're all positive, you're just going to add them all together. It's 3 plus 9 plus 3, which is +15. And that is your final answer. Notice there's nothing there that can be combined. There's no like terms. So you can't do anything else with that answer that you have in the box there. Let's try one more. Same thing's going to happen here. This is very similar. The first polynomial does not change. You don't have to do anything with it. You just get rid of the parentheses. That's it. Now we've got a minus here, which means we're going to distribute a -1. So -1 times 2y squared is -2y squared. -1 times -6y is +6y. And -1 times 7 is -7. And once again, with the plus, you distribute a +1, but we know that when we do that, we're not going to change any of the numbers. So it's just -3y squared. It's -2y, and it's +6. And now you go right back to combining your like terms. So your like terms here, your first thing that you're going to combine is your y squared term. So you have 5y squared, you got -2y squared, you got -3y squared. When you combine those, you'll notice 5 minus 2 minus 3, they all just cancel each other out, which is nice. Now with your y terms, you got -9y You got 6y, and you got minus 2y. When you combine those like terms, it's negative 9 plus 6 minus 2, which is negative 5. So it's negative 5y. The last one, I'm going to do it in blue here. Might be a little bit easier to see. You got plus 7, and you got minus 7. Those are going to cancel each other out. And then you got a plus 6 there. So you put the plus 6 on, and that is your answer. Do not combine anything inside this box. These are not like terms. Negative 5y plus 6 is not the same as negative 5 plus 6. There's no y on this term, which means you cannot combine them together.